Okay, I'm just going to send that notification, and then apparently it's here live. Yep. Gonna send this one. There. Right. Done that. I'm getting there, everyone. I'm very sorry. I'm just going to go and put this in the Creative Family group. Then I've just got to put this into it's posting, and then I'm going to put it into the Creative Hub. Yep. Just got an extra place to put things now. Hello, Paula. How are you? And then I think, yep, and there's the YouTube link. Which is at the top on the face, like it's in the Facebook video blurb, but it's there in the comments. Hello, Di and Carol as well. Hello from the tube, says Paula. So she's watching on the tube while she's sitting on the couch, on the TV. Hello, Kelly. Kelly's on the tube as well. Hello, Joanne and Diana. Rightio. So that went. YouTube is playing, and Facebook is working, and we're here. Okay, I'll show you what we did this week over in the Creative Hub, because September is the start of LA classes being in the Creative Hub. So on Wednesday night we did this awesome very happy birthday page, and then on Thursday night we did this a very happy birthday card. Okay, and some of you have your retreat kits for next weekend. Hello, Deborah. Oh, hello, Diana. Diana's watching on the tube as well. Hello, Tash and Jeanette. So I've got a tub of, I did not pick this. I do not know what's in here other than, oh, I hope it's in here. Holy dooly. There's a serious quantity of stuff in here. Too many choices. Really, 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 girls. Okay. And some cardstock. Like, that's a pile of stuff. Okay. So this is soon to be released. This is not necessarily new, but it's new to a sheet form. And they're slightly different sizes to what they've been done before. Some of the things like the birds. This was for a special project. So this may actually be smaller than the original. No, it's about the right size. But this is going to be released very soon. So to get it, you have to buy the kit for tonight until it's released, which may be tomorrow. See how I go. So they've given me Sunny Days and Nautical Dreams. Then I've got words. Oh, I've got that. That's pretty cool. And then I've got like dolphins and shells. I've got rice paper. Dolphins are pretty cool. Vellum. Leaves. More shells. I need to have the buzzer here where I go bzzzt, and a little bell goes off in the shower. Or a little voice plays. Get out of the shower, Mum said. Just noticed all the retreat extras on the site. Oh dear, so amazing. They're not even all up, Diana, honestly. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Jacqueline. Look, I'm just going to go through. Like, look at all this. You just got to... Oh, I think we might use those. We haven't done a class with those yet. I think you just got to... Or maybe a lighthouse. Oh, dear. Yeah, I'm just going a bit overboard. Oh. Hello, Mary. So then we've got some Island Sands paper here by the look. I did Island Sands a couple of weeks ago. Maybe we'll do... Oh, and this is the islands now. This is all that's left. If you like the islands, you need to... Yeah. Maybe. And we've got seagulls. Oh, look, we've got cruise colour cuts. Maybe we'll use those. Oh, maybe we'll use flowers so we don't have to cut them out. Oh, and fishy stuff. Someone used these. These have been very popular just lately. They're the Sea Life and Words. Oh, these aren't even released. They're new. They go with the Island Sands. Paisley. Oh, done a page with that before. But yeah. Or maybe these. Oh. Okay. Oh, maybe a sheet of vellum. Okay. Hexagons. All sorts of stuff. Oh, my aching wallet, says Diana. Sorry. Hello, Quentin. Hello, Anissa. You know what we could use is that blue there. Sorry about the sound. Oh, let's try and put this on silent. Okay. Hello, Lee. So, here's the blue fabric. Maybe can't use everything I've grabbed. There's a limit. I like these. I said we wouldn't use Island Sands, didn't I? But I just thought this blue would look nice with that. But then we've got this, haven't we? Got brown paint. Good old brown paint. Okay. Okay. Let's get rid of some of the stuff. Oh, I like those. Oh, I've just got to stop getting stuff out. Really, really, really. Not really. Nope. See, there's so many different blues. Blues are like greens. There's a million different blues and a million different greens. Like, they're just, like, they don't always work together well. Blues and greens can, like, work great, and then they can work against each other as well when combined. I actually think that would work. Okay. Let's make a start. I'll be here till midnight and I'll never get any sleep. Okay. Let's paint. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Trish. Here watching on the tube. One live, can you do a photo or 8x10 as that is what P&O print? Oh, okay. I have a 5x7 photo. I pull huge piles out too. It never seems to go back to, yep. Well, you know what the thing is, but I am not the one that is taking all this back to the shop and having to sort it out. It is my daughters. Yes, this is a soon to be released one, Nicole. It's not out yet. I found this photo. This is from our cruise. And I thought maybe I could use it. But I don't know how I do things. They kind of work. I did find this photo. It's just one of the posy ones on the ship. But, you know, we could end up just mucking around with the I will have to do a big photo, Lee. Mucking around with the chipboard, painting the chipboard. So what I'm doing is with my glossy accents, or you could use Dimensional Magic. Either or. I am going in the groove around. Now we did do something similar to this recently. Oh geez, on a Wednesday night. Don't put your hand in it like I've just done, and just be careful of the air bubbles. I keep squeezing it before I turn it upside down, so I keep getting little pop bubbles. So this will create a resist, but we're also making a raised. It's going to be raised. So now I'm going to do my spots. I think we'll do a bit of shadow colour technique tonight. You know what? If we get around to painting, we get around to painting. We get around to putting a page together, we get around to putting a page together. I hear someone at the front door. I'm hoping it's my daughter. Yep. Okay. So on our birdies, just had a lady watch you on my cage. Okay, so Quentin's watching on his phone and he's had someone watch. So I'm just going to do some swizzling, just some bits on the wings, just some. We don't have as much on this weekend. Do have a paint party class tomorrow night at the shop. Painting an anchor. So we do have that tomorrow night. And then the word away, we're going to do it. Hello.
Hello.
She needs to use your phone to ring ring Nana back. Grandma.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
Meals.
Because I had to
Okay.
do my live and she was. They'd only just rung. I think Nana had only just finished work. Okay, so I'm just doing the away word. We're just going to play with dimension. Right. Hello, Beck. Looking forward to Amelia doing all my chores on Sunday. Oh, right. Quinn's a dreamer. Don't forget, if you're a member of the Creative Hub, we have our first get-together Zoom on Sunday. Our very first one. The 1, 2, 3 challenge and mood board challenge have also gone up. And no, we did not do them for 2 months because life was just really hectic, and yeah, better not to do them than to do them half-heartedly. So I'm just scraping into what I've got on the wings just to give it a little bit more texture, so it's not so blobby, it's a bit more liney. Just creating a little bit of texture. I will show you on the wings. So see, we've got just a little bit of texture there, and then you can see on the chipboard. Okay, let's set that there to dry. We're going to come back to that. We're going to add more, and I think we might use this as a base. And then let's have a look at these. These are Mermaid Bliss. Mermaid Bliss may need a bit of love to become a bit bigger collection. Mermaid Bliss is quite an old collection. Actually, next week I've got earmarked to load a Mermaid Bliss video. I'm up to some Mermaid Bliss stuff. So loading videos into the Creative Hub. I actually have a video from 2022 that we can't get up. So I've loaded it into the back end of our YouTube, and then it's going to go. Then I'm going to download it again and see if I can get it to load then. Okay. Oh, where am I going to put the porthole? If I do that, it'll be right. I will find it a home. I want the lighthouse. The lighthouse? The beach and rocks? I think I like the square ones. I'm a bit of a fan of the... Did we do that one small? No. I think I like that one. Going to do a Friday Night Live section in the hub. Ooh, no. No, Friday night videos will go with their collection or in the month. They're not actually going to go in their own special section. The Friday nights. Okay, I think we need to map the photo on white because it's sort of all melding together. We need some distance. So if we put like some distance in here like that, that's better. Then what else have we got here? Just going back to the box of doom here. Got some pockets. I do teal a lot. I think we shouldn't do teal. I do teal way too much, just so you know. I do know that. I have that affliction. Oh, Marion. It is very easy to use, yes. Hello, Jennifer, from the Gold Coast. I love you. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll just go back. Yep, saw the challenges. So prepping my first challenge. That may be next week. Get to the others. Yes, because we've got our Altered Reality challenge on at the moment. I think we're 5 clues in to the 7 clues. 2 more clues to go. Both grand boys tomorrow. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I said oh, dear before I read it, Diana. Sorry. And there's Jennifer. And then, yep, Beck says it's easy to use the hub. Marion, never too much teal, says Nicole. That's never too much teal. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's pretty easy to use. Oh, I thought Beck was saying the hub was easy to use. I'm just not sure Beck's been in the hub yet. She's a member, but she hasn't been in there. So what I'm going to cut is I'm going to cut a 5 1/4 by 7 1/4 inch piece of white to accommodate my photograph. Right there. I do need to clean my desk on the weekend. I haven't had a chance for a while. Been working on the Creative Hub for a while. So I do devote my Sundays to the Creative Hub. I have got this piece of Island Sands, number 7, and that's, I've cut it to 12. Don't cut the barcode off because I give you some leeway. And then we're going to get this piece of vellum. I'm just going to, that creates the distance we need. And then what we're going to do with our piece of vellum is, stay there, trimmer. Because I'm actually just going to cut the selvage off. Oh, I think that might need to be greased. It sounds a bit cranky. Yeah, there's a squeak at the end of that. I think that needs some TLC. Right, so let's move these up here. I love fussy cutting, but I love not fussy cutting. Just saying. So I'm going to get my creative ruler. And yes, you can use it on vellum as well as paper. And I'm just going to tear. And this is our creative ruler. You can only buy a creative ruler from us or if a store was a stockist. But there are no stores that currently have creative rulers. So you can only buy creative rulers from us because none of the stores that are stocking our product are stocking our tools currently. So yeah. But yes, I designed it, we manufacture it. So I'm just tearing these 2 sides. And you'll notice that the tear in each direction is different. That's because like fabric and like paper, vellum has a warp and a weft. So it tears easier in one direction than it does in the other. all in the direction they manufacture it in. So we reckon about there. Lee, we are going to have so many photos after we go to the South Pacific in December. It is going to be amazing. Lee is having a front number change birthday celebration while we're away. We're celebrating her front number change, which is cool. Right, and then when we put this underneath, okay, let's go back to our porthole. So, oh, thank you, Mr. Nova. How are you, my darling boy? Have not, well, I spoke to him yesterday. Hello, Joanne. I love teal, says Trish. How long does the altered challenge last? 7 days. There's 7 days, 7 clues. Beck, didn't know you had vellum, looking to see how you stick it down. The secret is to hide it. There you go. That's awesome. So there you go. I don't think Noah's going to hang around long, are you, mate? He's probably already gone. But at least he turned up for Mum's class to say hello. He did ring yesterday morning. Get to see him in a couple of weeks. I think it's 2 weeks. We get to see the boys. Okay, so I put a second coat on because I like it to be a little raised. Actually, I like it to be a lot raised. I mean, you could let it dry and put a third coat on, but it does need to dry before you put the second coat on. Just saying, it does have to dry, otherwise it's just, you're just dragging through it and making a mess. It's a little cool right now, but it's not cold. It's cool. It's cooled down a lot this evening. Today was quite mild because there was threatening to rain and storm, but we're meant to be in for a really hot summer, but if it's really, really rainy, it won't be too hot. It'll be hot and then cold and hot and cold. Perfect weather for summer colds and flu. We just don't want lots of storms. No storms, no cyclones. Okay, I'm not going to put any more on the other bits. Let's make sure I get the air out. Rightio. Let's put that there. I'm just waiting till they go past before I speak. Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. It is nice vellum, isn't it? This is from Island Sands, this vellum. Hello, Karen. Thank you, Karen. Evening all. Have I missed much? Not much, Karen. Oh, Karen and Karen. Hello, Cindy. No, not too late. We're just chatting about when we all go, because Cindy's coming too, and so is Joanne. When we go on our trip to the South Pacific in December, and Lee is having a front number change celebration while we're. Sorry, they just went back past again. Yep. Yep. I'm pretty sure that's the guy we saw the other day. That's on flat stick, that little motorbike. But he doesn't need to go past several times. Yes, we're going to be having celebrations for Lee while we're on our trip. It's going to be awesome. All our crafty friends, or some of our crafty friends. I think Sail Away With Me should go here, but I think we might put like the porthole, like a partial porthole, like here on the side here. So then we'll have porthole left over for another project. What we might do is we might paint a couple of shells. But I think Sail Away With Me goes here, and then we put a bit more flower like down here. I cleaned my sidekick the other night, or the other day, but I didn't clean the back of my board where I've got the purple paint. I'm very sorry. I kind of should have cleaned the back of my board where I painted it. And then we'll put a couple of seagulls around. But what we'll do, our seagulls dry. Okay, so what we're going to do with our seagulls and our bits and pieces, where did I put my palette? So you can use your sidekick. Let's put these here, put those there. You can use, so this is the glue spot up here, hence the paint doesn't come off. And this is like paint, ink, and mess. And then you put your embellishment here. Mine's a little big. So, but I'm going to use a palette, a disposable palette that we don't dispose of. And I'm going to get, I think I'm going to grab some black and some white and make like a grey colour for our seagulls. And we're going to underpaint in grey. Oh, look, silver. Silver would be really nice on this. Oh, I've got 2 tubes of brown. Oh dear. Oh, black. Birthday week. Yeah. A few days before the cruise. That does not matter. Oh, and me too. It's Beck's birthday week too. Oh my gosh. We're just going to be like birthdays. So that means we all have to eat extra cake.
What's that?
Beck and Lee birthdays while we're on our cruise, or just before Lee's is.
Ice cream.
Cake, ice cream. Navi's just going to be so sick. She's not eating ice cream too much.
Actually, I'm going to watch it because like, I don't want people to think that I've got like some disease when I've just eaten lactose when I shouldn't eat lactose.
Okay, I'm going to get some water. Bit of water. And we're just going to touch in the black. Like we've just touched the black. And it's a lot. See? I touched the black. And it makes that much. Let's just do it. Yeah, just a little touch. You don't want it perfectly mixed. And then what we're going to do... I'm just being careful. It's watery because I've got a bit of water in it, but it's not watery enough. So I've got some grey on here. And you're going, but seagulls are white. This is our underpainting. So we're painting, oh, and I've just put my finger in the glossy accents, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix it up. Yeah, I'm just fixing that up because I Yeah, I trashed it. We know. Oh. Oh, Lee can have... Oh, it's yours today. It's Beck's birthday today. Happy birthday, Beck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, we can still eat more cake for you when we see you in December. Lee can have birthday week. Yes. Well, we're going to have a whole birthday 9 days, aren't we? 8 nights, 9 days. So let's just get a little bit of the black. And we're just going to blend it in while it's still wet. Yep. Not the whole way. Especially the wing that's behind. It's not going over the whole thing. There we go. So we're not looking for perfection. We're really not going to see this at the end. We are, but we aren't. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Beck. I've got to get with the program, haven't I? I should have known it was your birthday now and not later. Okay. Sail away with me is dry. So let's get some brown. And a bit of water. We're going to do a real watery brown. Got to trust the process. We're going to not put it on the waves. Let's just not put it on the waves. It's not going to go on the glossy stuff really well because it's a bit too watery, but that's okay. That works in our favour. Sometimes you've got to trust me. I know it's hard. There we go. And because I've got glossy accents on this, I really can't dry it, the heat tool. That's the wrong blue, but this will work. This glitter will work. At the end, put that there. Deep sighing. That's going to work. Oh, that is the cat at the window. She's inside. She's decided she lives on my windowsill at the moment. So don't do this over your page because if you've squeezed it or something, it won't. It's a little bit of blue. Not much. Oh, a little bit more. Sounds like a good idea. Mine is in October. Carol Smith is November. We're going to have extra celebrations on the cruise. Oh my gosh, yes. How do you store the paint pens? They're not here. Okay, so you know the container that's about that big with the flippy lid at Kmart? We have ours standing up in there. It's meant to lay down. They are better to lay down. Like, I have a heap on the desk and that. Laying down's good. But we have them in one of those and it's meant to be on its side so the door's like a little fridge door sort of thing and you open it up and get the pens out. Mine are at school, at the shop because we had them at school yesterday. I was doing coffee cups for the kids. Grade 4 yesterday we did. I did. I ended up doing it on my own. Laying down, yeah. Better to lay down. We do stand ours up, but ours get used continuously. Absolutely continuously. So it's not such a big deal, but better to lay them down. Okay, so I'm going to paint some of this deep cyan. So it's just a blue. I'm going to paint it on the waves. Yeah, I'm wondering if when we go on the cruise, like, well, there's 5 of us Redshaws. Do I need to, when we get on, do I need to book like a huge table for dinner every night? Quentin and I go to a restaurant for dinner at 7 o'clock each night. We don't do early dinner. We don't do shows either. Like, we didn't go to the shows last time. We went and walked around the top deck every evening, and then we went and had dinner at 7 o'clock in the same area of the same restaurant. Yeah, which is good for Quentin's allergies, like with Quentin's food allergies and that. Then we got the right food. We ordered his meal the night before. But yeah, I wonder if I need to book a bigger table than just a table for 5. I probably need to check who's gonna come and have dinner with us. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit more brown in places and around the edges on my SAIL on my sail. It's not going to be perfectly even. I just want it to be sort of, so it's a bit of the two-tone. And then we'll do the same with a bit of water on the with me. Not completely covering it. Just want to do the restaurant the first night to get cake and then go to the buffet. Oh, okay. Yeah. We didn't do the buffet for dinner. We did the buffet for breakfast and lunch. We don't do the buffet for dinner. Tried laying them down and they are hard to use, like have to constantly stop all the time. Oh. We stand ours up. Test standing one upside down. Hopefully it doesn't leak. I don't know if it will. Actually, some of ours stand upside down. It shouldn't really make a huge difference. Okay, so now I've got a dry brush and I'm going to get like a bit more of the whitey grayness where I don't have it fully mixed, and I'm just going to dry brush a bit of that lighter grey in places. Yeah, I've never been to the buffet for dinner. I'll be brutally honest. We just did the restaurant. We actually ended up at the 7 o'clock for dinner because we lobbed up on the first night after exploring the ship. And, yep, that's when we went in. Oops, sorry. Probably not particularly adventurous of us. Okay, so I'm going to put some of this onto my away word just to lighten it down a bit. I'll show you that. There's no plan, by the way, with this. Okay. I need a bit more. It's a bit whiter here. Like it's a bit, it's not fully white, but it's a bit whiter there. Do need to make sure your brush is dry before you put the paint on. Mine may not be dry enough. Okay. What are we going to do? Let's get some of this grey, light grey, and some of our blue. It's not bad. There we go. It's not perfect, and then we're going to put it on our way. And I'm just being very softly with it. I mean, Quentin and I have only been on one cruise. I suppose we were on the cruise for 14 nights. It did feel a bit like an eternity. There we go. It's the same food in the restaurant, the buffet anyway, just presented differently. Yeah, I like the restaurant. I like the service. There you go. Karen said happy birthday to Beck. I do like, yeah. It's not about being served, but I do like, you know, the conversation and you meet people. Sit at, you know, you chat to the people at the table next to you, or you meet the staff. And so I've got some silver now. Just going to put a little tiny bit of silver on here, and I'm just going to just lightly dry brush a tiny touch of silver on my birdies, on my seagulls. My seagulls are still a little dark, like they're still too dark to use. We're just creating that background shadow. I don't know if you can see the shimmer on them. I've got a little, oh, there we go. You can see the shimmer on them now. So then what I'm going to do is I am just going to, I'm going to try and go with a bit of a on the sail away with me bit. The sail with me is try and go for a bit of a, get a bit of a like a rusty steel look. Have the, you know, the brown underneath. Although we don't want to be in a rusty boat, do we? You can do like a bit of a swirly rub thing, because what it does, like what we're trying to achieve is that on the edges, it sort of picks up. Well, you can't see it on that angle. Metallic is hard to see. So I'm trying to plan a super weekend, one of our famous super weekends, but I just, and this is why I really haven't done one for a while, I can't, for the life of me, narrow down a theme. Because we've done pastimes and friends, and we're going to just clean our brush off a bit on our blue pieces. Oh, look at that. Oops, I just got some blue on here. got blue on my brush. We might be putting some blue on the sail word. Oh, there we go. Got it off. Yeah, we've done vintage and Christmas, babies and boys. Pastimes was the last one. So we'd had like sports and sewing and gardening. A bit more here than what I wanted. But yeah, just not quite sure what I want to do. Let's try. So if you have a request, probably a good idea to nab it in, like get it in while I'm having a weak moment of I don't know what I want to do. So I'm just patching a little spot there. Right. What do we think? I've got a little bit of blue sort of trailing. Actually, I don't mind that. A little bit of blue trailing into the word. Can you see that? There. Is this dry yet? No. Okay, let's get some white and get our seagulls done. Oh, I missed that. Okay. I love the entertainment in the restaurant. Oh yes, especially the dancing. Hello, sweets. What size paintbrush are you using? Where can I get it? So this is a this is a size. It's a filbert size. I've got paint over the size. It's a filbert. I'm just looking from the other side. It's a filbert. Now I've just scraped it off. Here it is here. Filbert. Can't see what size. I just scraped it off accidentally. Totally teal. What is a super weekend? Oh, a super weekend is where we do 12 classes over 3 or 4 days, and we do new products and we do kits, and it's just lots of free classes. It's fun. Desserts or forests. I've got to get 12 classes. I could do food. Oh, that's only sneezing. But super weekends are very fun. We did Aussie too. Totally teal. Oh, I think Quentin would shoot me if I did totally teal, wouldn't he? He would not be happy. I'm going to find the brush set. It comes in this case. And it is, and you get in it, you get like this one, and this one, and this one. It's It's got flats and filberts. So these all came in it. And obviously I love this little guy to the point where I've loved him too much. And he's not coping very well with being used. It comes with more than those. I'm going to find it for you. Shop products and collections. Then we're going to go brushes, blenders, and sponges. Then we're going to go this one. It is 10 brushes and a case. I like the case. I have a plan for the case. Do you sell it? Yep, I'm just putting a link up. Let's see if it works. Right, okay. Oh good, what brushes do you recommend? I like these. These are a nice, these are actually really nice. They're a Taklon one, but it's, you can, I overuse them. I kill them. Look, you've heard me enough. I like the clear handles. I'll just like, and you get a liner 1, a round 1, a round 6, a filbert 4, 6. This is a filbert 6. I thought it might have been. A filbert 4, 6, and 8, a flat 6, a flat 12, a flat 3/4, and a flat 1 each. Yeah. So it's actually a really good set. My liner one's gone because I think it might have got covered in paint at the desk over that way and not got washed because it disappeared early in the piece of ownership. And let's just not talk about that too much. So now I'm going to just swatch out a bit of white. You know, just a tiny bit of white there. I've got just a little bit of white. And I'm just going to get some on here. And see, I'm just rubbing it in. And then and it's actually going to take a few layers, and you've just got to be patient. You can't just go, oh, I'm just going to put on a heap of paint at once. You've kind of got to be patient. It's a build it up exercise. If you get impatient, you lose your shadow, you lose your shape, you lose your texture. You know how we put our texture on, and you will see that it does change enough. And see how I'm changing direction so that we can get like a nice interest on it and not have like set lines. And the colours sort of blend in a bit, so it's not going to be like stark white straight away. So I'm going to say the seagulls were a little different in New Zealand. Some of them were a lot whiter. Obviously, like one of our major exports from here is coal. So I have seen seagulls playing in a coal stockpile. Who knows what they were doing in a coal stockpile playing. I'm just not sure what the what the drawer there is, but obviously there's some sort of drawer there. There might be some sort of critter that lives in a coal stockpile that they were trying to eat, but I'm not really up for thinking about it too much. And as we get a bit further along, you'll see that the texture we made on the wings becomes a bit more prominent, because we're trying not to fill in the gaps. But you'll also see the paint, by crisscrossing and that, the paint has created a texture on the rest of the bird. In any case, that is Malcat Madeline. She slept all day today. She's very old. She's not. She's actually doing really, really well at the moment. Oh, too much paint there.
I'm just trying to get a meeting to go to bed.
Oh, she's just staying up late, isn't she?
She's dragon, so I'll be there in a minute to make her get a promise.
Yeah, I had a bit of trouble getting her away from the Lego table to go and have a shower.
Oh.
She didn't do it, and I said, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm just busy." I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
There we go. And then let's get a tiny brush. I've got a tiny brush here from the little liner set. Got a tiny, tiny brush. And on my messy desk, I've got an orangey colour here. I've got an orangey red colour. I have got vermilion. Oh, and that's not even right. Oh, let's leave that bit out. This is vermilion. So you just want an orange or red or some sort of colour like that. You just have to wait a minute. Please, pretty please.
I'm just watching.
You didn't try and con your sister and put Wednesday back on, did you?
No, we're watching Boss Baby 2.
Really?
It's actually quite interesting. There's an evil baby.
Right.
And he's trying to take over the world. And the two main characters that were kids in the first one are adults, but they turned back, well, didn't turn back in time, but made themselves kids, so then they could kind of defeat this evil baby.
Okay.
Good night, hello, goodbye.
I don't think it's a movie you need to see to the end.
It is.
No. Okay, that's our seagulls so far. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some water with my little tiny liner brush. So this liner brush is from the set of fine liner brushes. So I've got water and black paint. So I can just do just the little you do have to be nice to these. They come in a set of, let me have a look. Now I'm curious. How many is in that set? That's Maddie Van knocking something over. They are a set of 5. These are pretty cool. They're good for painting models. I'm going to put them up too. Travel bugs. Oh, that'd be cool. In store or virtual? It's online. Super Weekend. Sorry. Spooky Fun, Naughty Neon, Perfect Pastel, Fantabulous Birds. Thank you. Super Weekend, Back to School. Yeah. Baby. We did a baby one. Little People. We did, and there was lots of babies in it. Hello, Tanya. How are you? Engagement or wedding? Okay, one more inspirational quotes and titles. Oh, yeah. 179 to Mealy. There we go. I caught up. Okay, there's our seagulls. So you can see we've got cool shadows in our seagulls, and we can see our texture. So maybe before we do the next step, we remove our seagulls and our title. And our glossy accents isn't dry yet. That's okay. We're just going to let that dry while we just trim up our birds, our birdie chookins. One, I think they're the same seagull. Oh, they are. It's okay. I should have painted one on the back. Did not think of that. Just trying not to get the little bits on my... I think I'll only use 3, seeing as how they're all identical. It's a bit silly of me, isn't it? Interesting thing, once a chipboard is designed like this, you can't do nothing with it. And when it's done, it's done. I don't like his eye. He's a bit beady-eyed. Flying upwards. See, they're coming down for the swoop. I don't know. Okay, let's do our title. I don't think she's gone to bed yet. Has she gone to bed?
Oh,
She just sits there and hides in plain sight. She's such a sneak. She is such a sneak. Just so you all know, her sister was a sneak too. Actually, she's more like Milton. Milton's a night owl. Oh, can we have this seagull on here? Something like that. Okay, let's tidy up the inside of our porthole while we're waiting for the last bit of it to dry. Loud and loud. Should we call the loud shores? It is easier to leave the chipboard in the sheet to work on it. And when I first designed them, I was a bit nutty about the, you know, colouring the where the tabs had been. I don't bother now. I'm not that pedantic anymore. Yeah, we're pretty good. I think we're good to go. Yeah, paint one on the back. So when you make your, if you buy this kit, which I'm sure you'll all buy the kit, just snip out one of the birds and paint it backwards. And when I started designing the chip this way, the intent was you cut it all apart to use the bits you wanted. But I'm going to say a big but here. I have found, like I say, it is so much easier to just leave them in the sheet and paint them and colour them. So I'm actually going to be a bit thicker with the brown this time. It's got some water in it, but I want to get a decent amount of brown on here. I'm going to say if you are basing something that's got dimensional magic or glossy accents on it, the paint pen actually covers it better. I will say I have discovered the difference between the Pilot paint pens and the Montmartre ones is the Montmartre ones are glossy. Are just a little bit glossy. The Pilot ones are matte. I couldn't put my finger on what the difference was, but the difference is the Pilot ones are matte and the Montmartre ones are a little glossy. And you know what? It's really not an issue unless you're using them together on one project, which I tried to do recently, and I went, oh, I'm not happy with that because parts of it are glossy and parts of it are matte. Okay, while we let that dry, making sure my hands are not covered in brown paint because I do not want brown everywhere. Let's cut the middle out of our photo mat. Universal symbol for scissors.
Yep.
So every bit of weight you alleviate by cutting the middle out of my photo mats and things. Well, also feeding your scrapbook, so you've got, when you need just a little bit of white, don't cut a whole sheet up. Also reducing the weight in the album and the stress on the album. So I've got a piece of Island Sands number 6, a piece of water vellum from Island Sands.
Hold on. I'm just naming the kit first.
Oh, she's naming the kit. More time spent on naming the kit than what's in the kit.
Oh, that's unfair. Thank you.
Am I lying?
Maybe not, but still. I would like to call unfairness. Okay.
Did you tell you we started from the beginning of Wednesday?
No, she did not. She told me that you guys were watching Wednesday before class.
Yeah, we got to the end of the season 2, and then we started again.
Well, Aaron and Dad were quite lost.
And quite hooked. Okay, I'm going to put this up on Chippy Strip. Some glue. The other night, Wednesday night, I did on my desk find a clip seal bag that had a tube of white paint and 2 bottles of glue. Yep. And last week, because I thought, oh, I'm sure I bought paint and glue. I can't find them. I bought a tube of white paint and 2 bottles of glue.
What are you doing, Madeline?
Yep. Is she getting back up behind the window?
She was behind you on the window.
On the windowsill, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been there all day apparently.
I think she wants to go out. 1 second.
Okay, so let's put our birds on some Chippy Strip while we're waiting for paint to dry. Just going to find some things to do.
Quick question.
Whilst we wait for paint to dry. quick question. Do we think it's going to be a quick question or is it going to be a trick question?
No, papers, please.
Paper 6 from Island Sands. White cardstock. And a water vellum from Island Sands. Let's put our title up, but we can only really put Chippy Strip behind our sale word.
And the colour cuts?
Mermaid Bliss. Number 8.
And the chipboard?
It's the new one that's not out yet. It's the 4094. Sail Away.
Okay. Okay. It's the one with the blue waves, isn't it? Lots of the little blue waves.
Nope. It's not out yet.
No, the vellum.
Oh, that one. Yes, this one.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. I'm thinking blue. Don't mind me, people.
I'm trying to make sure I get the right one.
I think I might have cut these a bit small. Oh dear. Will we be able to purchase just the chipboard? Yes. Possibly after tomorrow or Sunday. See how I go tomorrow after our roundup. I've been putting stuff up today for kitty bugs. So there is some pre-order stuff available for those people doing the Cutie Bugs virtual retreat next weekend. So let's put some more brown on here. We'll basically add brown.
I'm just going to be looking one second.
Are you assuming she's out of bed?
No, I think my phone's trying to make my laptop or something.
It's a 5x7 photo. Sorry, Jacqueline. It's a 5x7 photo. Okay, so glitter. I think it's a bright color. Let's put some glitter on the background. So it's called Light Blue. You can buy it singly in the tube or you can buy it in a set. depends on how much I'm going to use, whether I buy, how I buy it. I have the set, obviously, but some of them I buy the big tube as well. For my Missy the Super Kitten painting, I have, so I add a little bit of water to this. I have the big silver, because I'm using silver glitter on Missy the Super Kitten. So it goes on as dollops, kind of. If you water it down, you can get smaller bits, but I just want it to show up. And I'm kind of doing it nearly everywhere. It doesn't really, it's not in your face when it's on there. I'm not worrying about where my photo is. And you really need to wash your brush out. So I'm going to have like glittery dollops. And I'm just not sure if that's going to dry this side of midnight. Let's sit up there and hope for the best. You can't hit at that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this out. And I'm going to cut the middle out of the vellum. So I'm going to come in about 1 inch. We really don't want to waste vellum. Okay, so to stick vellum, you have to hide the adhesive behind the thing that's in front. Vellum doesn't necessarily like glue, but these are in far enough that the glue's really not going to affect the vellum we see. Don't glue a piece of pattern paper to vellum and then, yeah, because it'll get the really bad wrinklies. Naomi John loves the effect. She's a fan of that. I'm not. So you might be. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to build this bit of a cluster thing. And building it on my design board is a really good way to make sure that it's going to fit my layout. Like you've all seen me make a page that doesn't fit. Like I've made plenty that don't fit. That's why we have a design board now. Okay, let's tuck this in here. So if it's not going to be seen, I'm going to remove it. And then this one's going to sit up on top here. So we'll put it on some chippy strip. Oh, and I've got glitter glue splotches everywhere. And this one's getting ready to do a bomb dive, so it looks different to the others. Yeah, I know. It's naff. It'll be right. I'm going to survive. I think with time and crafting, I may survive. Rightio. So let's remove it there. So I'm removing these pieces because they're not going to be seen. And then what I can do is I can use them to fill out the design. Do you know what I mean? So we can then let's put some chippy strip behind our scene. You're just going to get this scene. So Naomi, we just need to put in the kit as a bonus. That's not priced into the kit. Is this this
Nautical Dream
scene?
Oh. Can do. Okay.
And then let's put
Tonight's
this.
kit with the piece of white, one piece of pen and paper, a piece of vellum, a colour cut, and a chippy cut is going to be $18.95.
There you go.
And one custom colour cut.
And then we'll keep these little pieces and we'll tuck them. We'll use them to bulk the design out. Okay. Let's put it there. Okay. One last go of brown. Like I say, if you base it in, and we're putting so much brown on to cover the glossy accents. If you base it with paint pen instead, like if you used a paint pen for your base, a Pilot one, not a Montmartre, a Pilot, you will find that it will cover the glossy accents better because it's a matte coverage. It's a quicker coverage. I might actually break my don't heat glossy accents rule and do this. Actually, it could be quite cool actually. I'm just going to get some really thick paint on here. Yep. Okay, I've thought of something I can do. Thought of something I'd like to try. Okay, I've got some really thick paint on there now. And this is probably why I trash my brushes, is that I clean them on the bottom of the jar. On my very expensive water tub, my jam jar. It is, well, it's not jam, it's lime marmalade. So you can see I've got some sort of really quite thick paint on here. I'm going to try and get, what is the paper pack? Sorry. Island Sands is what we're using with this. The pattern paper is from Island Sands. Love Island Sands. Island Sands is from, when's it from? April this year. Very popular. Okay. Got the heat tool out and I didn't knock the light. I think I need a prize. So now what I'm going to do is heat this, and I've got thick wet paint. And it's going to bubble. It's a little bubble. It'll make me into a liar. Oh, there we go. And the glossy accents is bubbling, like where the paint's on the glossy accents. So don't do this in an enclosed room, in a small enclosed room. I'm in a room that's, you know, quite exposed and open, like it's quite an open room. So it's open in two places, to the whole rest of the house, and it's open at the back. So, and it's like, I always have ventilation when I teach. So I don't know if you can see the bubbles that are formed in the glossy accents, but don't sniff it. Are those chippy cuts from when they were individual shapes? Maybe I have some cruise photos. Or, I don't know, Deborah, do you think you actually have any cruise photos? I'm just not sure you have many. You probably have heaps. Actually, Deborah's scrapbooked a lot. I think you've probably scrapbooked a whole lot more than I have, Deborah, of the cruise we went on earlier this year. So I'm going to get rid of that. Let's get rid of this without knocking the light. Look at that. Get my second prize. So let's just use a little bit of this grey we made. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to go in all random like. And you can see some bits are a bit thicker than others. But what we're going to end up with is we'll end up with some nice shadowing. So this is now our final. We don't want thick paint. We want to be able to see how we're getting a shadow there, but we want this to all be sort of a little random because it is going to be a rusty old metal portholey thing. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of our blue. This is just going to be some hints of blue in behind our silver. It's just going to be, yeah. And it looks messy. Remember what Naomi John says? We always say, you've got to go through your messy phase. You can see the thick paint. I've got some raised bits there from the thick paint. Okay, and I'm not cleaning my brush between colours. Let's start with silver. And what I'm doing is making sure it's small. And I'm just going inside, outside, inside, outside. We'll go all the way around. Okay, I'm gonna have to put it. Actually, Karen, you asked about Naomi John's class and something happened. I got sidetracked. Sorry, I got very sorry. What was the recent mixed media class using paint skins? Did she upload it? Naomi John's paint skin class. When she comes back, we'll ask her. Paint skins, paint skins, paint skins. She did. She used paint skins, didn't she? I actually think I've uploaded a heap of her mixed media ones. Or it could be in the batch I've got to upload next. I've got 4 of her mixed media classes to go up. I have to get her to put pictures on them because some of hers she didn't identify the date, and we don't really have a naming system for the mixed media. It's just Mixed Media Monday with Naomi John, and it's, yeah, I've come across that this week, that we've got a little bit of flaw in the system, that we've got like 5.5 years of mixed media classes, although we do lose a couple of her videos, we think, maybe, but oh, too much paint there. That's okay, that's a very silvery piece, that. Yeah, and they're all called the same thing, and I don't know how we're going to make it searchable. I have started a category for the watercolor ones, where she gets, you know how every now and then she does the watercolor animals, and then I'll do probably a category where it's a canvas. So where it's a canvas, we'll do it in a separate category, but other than that, there's a million that are, you know, like, okay, I've got 2 spots where I've used too much silver, and I'm just swirling around to get rid of any lininess. I'm killing my brush, I know. So it's just going around and around and around and around, and look at that. We could have used black, but we didn't use black. We used brown, and we've got a little bit of a rustiness. Now, if you find you've ended up with too much of that, you can get your some watery brown, and you can come along with it just on the tip. So just get a little bit of, you know, watery brown on the tip there. Oh. Just a tiny bit. If you go too far with this, you can just do more of your silver. It's really hard to see because of the silver. And then we're going to do a little bit in here. But I think once we get a picture on the mixed media ones, it'll be a bit, yeah, it'll be a bit easier. And the ladies are coming on the cruise with us. You guys up for some different projects, not just, we're making a mini book, but something a little different. I have got some things planned that are a little different. Oh, a little bit of the tab got stuck in the paint. Look at that. Oops, broke it off. Let's just put some silver there. A bit dark. And you can rub it back with your finger if it's too dark. One more side to go. One more to go. Oops, too dark. Oh, I think I'm going to have to put some more silver on this. You know, because I just want to. Oh, look. Someone's got fireworks. Oh, dear. Right, okay. Let's get some silver. And look, you know what? I'm not cleaning my brush. Let's wipe most of that off. And one last run of silver around. This makes a mess of my sidekick. The ones from this week are up, the videos, pictures. They're in the community albums as well. And I added more of the single weekly kits to the 15% discount for hub members today. I think it might be amongst those you'll put up. I think it might. Look, Karen, if it's not in the ones I've put up, we've put up for, because there's the mixed media ones in July and August. It's not in those, it's in the next batch. But I think it might be. I think you're right. Made that portal look awesome. I love it. Hope I have the patience, can achieve the same. Look. Well, I think you'll get there. It's easy. And you know what? Secret. Just secret here. If you get to this point and you go, I wish I'd done gold, paint a brown, couple of coats of brown, and just do it again, because the paint adds texture. It's just a tiny touch of paint, honestly. Like, we're using Scarexer paint, but we've made it look like a piece of metal. Like, look at that. And it's got that brown rustiness to it. Sorry, I'm flicking it around everywhere. Just can't wait for the cruise and what interesting things to learn and do. Awesome. Oh, so exciting. Time to say goodnight. Okay, Diana, watch the replay. Yeah, Diana, you are going to need your rest because you guys have got a big weekend looking after them boys. Busy boys. And you'll guaranteed have to craft with at least one of them. And you'll have to show the pages you've been doing of him as well. Rightio. I'm going to snip this out. And because there's so much paint on the tabs, they actually snip off way easier once you've done a lot of paint. I'm very happy. I got the tabs right. A lot of experimenting. I actually was doing this while I was on the cruise and sending Naomi trial designs while we were on the cruise to New Zealand. So, how much do we want? We sort of want it to be like there. It's got to be inside the page. So we sort of want to go from like there, but we want to scoop back around up under here. So there to there. And look, I could tuck that in a cluster like that sort of thing. Look at that. I could do that on a card. No one's going to be any the wiser that it's leftovers from a page, are they? Unless they watch the video. And then you know they're going to appreciate it because they're a crafter. Oh, I've got some glue. Oh, we've got to go in further. Gonna go there. Just sort of there. Clean up the glue. There we go. There, like that. Rightio. And glitter is far from dry. You don't heat glitter. Glitter's plastic. And we don't want it to flake off, like we want it to dry into the paper, onto the paper, and stay there. We don't want it to flake off and become rubbish. Naomi John, you know your... Yes, Deborah's right. You know your class you did recently, and you used skins? How long ago was that? Was that since we got home from our holiday?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
That was December last year.
No. You did a recent one.
No, that was a painting.
No. You did one in the journal not long ago. In like July, June or July.
No.
Yep.
Oh, okay, look at my phone. My journal's in Oh, no, it might be here actually.
I'm sure of it. Karen asked about it. I'm sure you used skins not long ago. Bits of skin.
I'm pretty sure was
It can't be
canvas.
last December.
Pretty sure it was a canvas the one you're thinking of.
No, not that one. No, not that one.
No.
No, not the one that looks like... You didn't show them that one. You didn't do it on a video.
Oh, I'm looking at my art journal.
She's looking up the art journal.
No.
Quick hello from Thailand. Hello, Sandy. I hope you're enjoying your trip. It looks like you guys are having fun.
Hey, Mum. I hate to inform you, but it was definitely December.
Oh, Karen. Well, Karen and I are both wrong.
Hold up. No.
Okay. That didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't. Don't say I told you so. We do not need to hear it, hey, Karen.
Just,
I think that's straight. That is as straight as that's going to get. Got to stick this in again. It didn't work. I got it wrong. There, that's better. Oh my gosh. Got it that time, didn't I? Sail away with me. So then we're going to sit. I'm going to tuck that underneath afterwards. No, it's a bit blue and brown. No one said hello on the video earlier.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, we've got these little bits we snipped it off. Snippied off. Okay, and I've got this little piece. And then there we go. What do we think? Love it. Might have been a canvas. Now that you mention it, I'm not going to agree it was December. Oh my god. You know what, Karen? I really thought it was June, July.
Okay, I don't know how to tell you guys this.
Okay, just don't.
As the painter in question.
Thank you, Diane Jacqueline. Thank you, Joanne. Oh dear. Yeah, like that is just a testament to time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. I like this. I like the blue and the brown. Not necessarily colours I would levitate to normally, but I think I like it. Thank you.
Ready for
Thank
me
you,
to take a
Karen and
photo?
Cindy. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, everyone. There we go. So, Nami John's made the kit already.
It's live. It's just
It
going
is
to get
live.
a photo in a minute. Okay. To remove your hands.
Sorry. And my bodgy birds don't look too bad, that they're all facing the same way. They're all doing different things. Taking off, bomb diving, just landing. We will. And yes, everyone have a wonderful Father's Day weekend. Yes. Seagulls look real. They look pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with my seagulls. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Carol. Special memory, yes. Carol was on the cruise with us and Deborah as well. Yes. It was lovely spending time with Carol and her cousin. Okay. It was, yeah. It was beautiful actually spending time with Carol. So I miss you, Carol, by the way, if you haven't worked it out. Thank you, Marion. So we'll be back in the morning for a weekly roundup. And yeah, that's a wrap for tonight's class. I love how it turned out. It's pretty cool. And I will get the chipboard up sometime over the weekend. But it is in the kit. If you would like it, it's in the kit.
Oh, hold up. Actually, we did use skins on the mermaid canvas.
We did use skins on the mermaid canvas. Where's the mermaid canvas?
At work?
At work. Oh,
Journal.
there you go. She has worked it out. It's on the mermaid canvas. I did it one week and she did it the next week. There you go. Right. We'll have to put that one up. That'll go in the canvas section. We're going to do a canvas section. Definitely. Ha ha, says Karen. See, we were right, Karen, weren't we? It was in August too.
You said an art journal class.
Oh, it was a mixed media class. We didn't say art journal. You just assumed. Okay. Love you all. Thank you, Joanne. So take care. Stay safe. I'm going to go for my daughter's transfer. I'm in trouble. Just the depth that varies. So thank you for watching. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. And if you need more info about our Creative Hub, we most certainly were right. Well, yeah, if you need info about the Creative Hub, just contact us. And we will see you tomorrow morning for Weekly Roundup. And we'll show you that canvas with the skins. Bye.
Bye.